Hi everybody, it's Alec at Rendon Performance. I wanted to do a quick video here again for you guys just to go over some tips and tricks on dialing in your fitment on your Leviathan Turbo-Back Exhaust System for the Mark 5/A90 Supras. There are a few little things that you're going to want to be mindful of. We kind of went over them in the large install video that's about an hour long, but it is quite long, so I just want to kind of separate those out, make it very clear on a couple of things that you can do if you're starting to have some slight issues there with fitment. Again, everything is V-banded, so it does allow for ultimate adjustability, but it does also make it a little bit difficult to figure out what exactly is the right lever to pull when it comes to getting everything dialed in. So without further ado, let's go into the car. We're going to take a look at some of the clamps. We're going to take a look at some of the exhaust hangers, what holes to use, and what things to pull and to twist or whatnot to get the right fitment. So let's go into the car. All right, so we are under the car. You can see here, exhaust fitment for both of these tips is right in the center line. It's exactly where you want it to be. So there's a few things you're going to want to look at here. So let's take a look first at this exhaust hanger. Notice we use the second hole. You're going to use the second hole. The first one is up there, and that's what's attached to the car. And you're going to also use the second hole on this one. But notice the angle difference. This is almost basically straight down. That one's at like a 45-degree angle. So if you see that, that's exactly what you're looking for. You're going to basically want your aft pipes here to be more or less exactly kind of level with each other. And that's going to be achieved through a multitude of different ways of kind of twisting and getting it right. So let's slide under here and get to the next exhaust hanger. See this? This one here that holds onto the passenger side resonator or resonator's delete pipe is you're going to use the first hole. Okay, so you're going to use the top one, there's a little space, and use the first hole. So those are the ones you're going to want to do. Now, so if you look right here, you can see here, there is a slight bit difference here as far as height is concerned with the driver's side versus the passenger side. The driver's side is going to hang slightly lower than the passenger side. Not much, about 6 or 7 millimeters. If you've got more than that, that means that your mid-pipe orientation is incorrect. And how you're going to resolve that is all the way back here. So looking at the mid-pipe here and the way it connects to the downpipe, what you're going to do to resolve the issue is you're going to go ahead and actually loosen this up and twist the mid-pipe from this connection here to the downpipe. That is going to allow you to get the alignment to be exactly where you want it to be there over here, right? So as I said, if you see that this part is way too deep down and too low, that means on the right-hand side, or sorry, on the driver's side here, then you know that you're a little bit too low here. You got to adjust it back there. So next up, one thing I did in the video that I actually has changed since then, I had both of these kind of pointing inward, but you actually end up getting this to be slightly too low, lower than the actual clamp. You don't want that. So what you're going to want to do is kind of rotate this one here for the passenger side to be over here. The driver's side can be over there. Not uniform, but it'll give you the absolute best fitment. You could have also, if you wanted to, put the driver's side, if you want to match it, you can put that onto the other side as well too. So, and if you have, you're going to want to just, rotate the actual, the resonator pipes or the resonator delete pipes. You're going to rotate them a little bit. You're going to rotate the aft pipes here to kind of get them to be the right levels here. This one's going to come in a little bit lower at first than this one. Again, that same like 8 millimeters or so lower. You're not going to get it exactly the same height, but you're going to get them both tucked up pretty well, so they're not going to have an issue. And then you're going to have here, up here, and then coming into the mufflers, If you see that their mufflers, the tips are slightly off, again, you can rotate the entire muffler body left and right, rotate it up and down. It's going to slightly angle these pipes here when it comes to actually how your exhaust tips enter or exit the rear valence, right? So rotating the muffler bodies will get you that as well. And then finally, when it comes to the actual tips themselves, of course, you locate them, get them onto the pipe, and then you rotate this pipe up and down to get the right level of clearance that you're looking for above the tips and up to the valence. What I recommend is about maybe half a finger laid flat, or just kind of get so that your fingernail can kind of fit between the pipe and the valence. And you do that for both sides. And once you get the right length and height on that, you're going to get it dialed in really well, and it's going to look good. All right, I hope that gives you a short, little video on how to get everything aligned 100%. If you don't get it right, don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Just take it back one step at a time. And, the nice thing with all these V-bands, you can really, really fine tweak and fine tune that fitment. All right, with that, I want to sign off. Thank you for purchasing. If you have already purchased your Leviathan, if you haven't, thanks for checking out this video. And happy boosting, and God bless.